In one of my previous videos where I caught up on several topics I missed during my hiatus from content creation, I covered my thoughts in regards to the situation of Minato Kumano being revealed as an A-rank agent and the backlash from players with an interest in male characters in Zenless Zone Zero. In that video, I mentioned how Banyue would likely be the last chance for a little while for ZZZ players to voice their demand for male characters in the female-dominant hack-and-slash game. Well, the livestream for version 2.4 of ZZZ has just finished their showcase, revealing that the patch will be running 1 week shorter than the typical runtime, down to 5 weeks, likely due to version 2.1 previously being 7 weeks long, so the ZZZ team are attempting to catch us back up. Now that's good and all, but I want you to take a guess who's getting the reduced banner duration in 2.4 to make way for version 2.5 afterwards. That's right, Banyue's banner cycle will only last for 2 weeks, and while he's part of the second half of 2.4, I'm sure plenty of male enjoyers will be livid at the idea of a shorter banner cycle. And to top it all off, Ellen Jo will be the returning agent for Banyue's banner cycle. And despite this being a massive win for me personally, to go all in for a Mindscape 6 Shark Maid, it's one more shot against the Lion Automaton and the community's ability to voice their demand for S-rank male agents. I've previously referred to this dynamic within the ZZZ development team as being a self-fulfilling prophecy, where HoYoverse seemingly does everything they can to cultivate an audience who will pull for female characters, leave fans of male characters with the short end of the stick repeatedly, and in turn confirm their own bias that males don't sell. While I've said before, I'm not a fan of using the monthly gacha revenue chart as a measurement for any success in the gacha industry, I must admit that even I am curious of just how low banner revenue could get. Will it remain the 2.2 banners of Seed and Orphe with the sudden emergence of double attack agent teams remaining the lowest possible revenue? Will Yadari's debut in a Miyabi-dominated element and adolescent state rupture meta bring us down even lower? Or will Banyue become our new low with everything stacked up against him, sandwiched between a seemingly strong stun agent and the agent of version 2 altogether? A shorter banner cycle, a low demand rerun agent, and the male-focused players having saved enough to not worry about having to open their wallets. At this point, I think those who pull for male agents in Zenless Zone Zero should just come to terms with the fact that they are a second-class target audience in the eyes of HoYoverse, and simply take what they can get. Lighter was the calm before the Miyabi storm, and has intentionally not been updated to include rupture agents in his additional ability, limiting his use cases as new metas are in demand in version 2. Haramasa was given out for free with a power level that calls his S-rank status into question, with no sign of his first rerun since 1.4. Hugo will be getting a rerun at the start of 2.4 and will likely get a lot of value out of Dial-In, but is still stuck under the oppressive thumb of Miyabi. And now Banyue is looking to be given similar treatment as his fellow brethren. Will he be strong for a while? Of course he will, but it wouldn't surprise me if his value erodes faster than your typical female agent. Nevertheless, I wish anyone going for Banyue the best of luck. I guess now I will also be joining you guys in spending and pulling during that time period, even if it's for a completely different character whom Hoyo is returning to again soon to give some much needed TLC.